Welcome to the K-5 Digital Literacy Scope and Sequence. This video will show you a quick how to use this website. The landing page for the Scope and Sequence is the About page, and it describes the rationale for the K-5 Digital Literacy Scope and Sequence. Please do have a look through this. Technology is an important piece that can help students access the curriculum. It is not an extra, and it is part of the primary program and can support the curriculum in various ways. The website itself has menus up at the top, and along the bottom has links that will continue on to the next page. So I'll click this and continue on the how to use page. This video will actually live on this page. And there's some text instructions here that talk about the menus and where you can find things. It talks about our organization of foundational operations, processes for productivity, communicating and inquiry, and we've broken out safety and citizenship. It is part of communicating and inquiry, but we've explicitly broken it out because even though people are going to grow in their skills with some of these areas, we do want safety and citizenship to be covered very quickly in the K-5 program. We also have a blog that will contain the lessons and resources that will support these areas above. So we'll go over those in a little bit. In the organizers, we actually have areas to cover and then links that can support those areas, support you in some strategies or specific lessons. They may be videos, it could be posters. If there are any requests, we would be happy to hear them so that we can build some supporting documents, videos, resources for you. Everything on this website is covered under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share like unported license, and if you do contribute to this, the licenses would apply to all the documentation on here. So if I move forward here to the next area, the scope and sequence, I'm going to click on there, and this talks about our areas that we've organized, the operations, processes for productivity, communicating and inquiry. And again, we've broken out safety and citizenship because it is something we want to make sure is covered no matter where you are as a teacher currently in your own technology skills. The lessons and resources, again, we mentioned the lessons and resources page, which are categorized again according to those areas. Move on to foundational operations. You can see how this is broken up. So we've color-coded areas that are blue to introduce, green, they're developing skills with their students, and black, we'd hope they'd be independent with these skills. We've broken them up by grade and then the areas. Now you notice under some of these there is a link that takes you to a lesson or resource, and in this case it's a card strategy for kids to log into the computer lab. So it describes a bit of a card strategy that makes it a little bit easier for kids to log in using their account or their lab account. So I'm just going to go back to the foundation operations, and you can see it covers K1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I continue on to the next area, which is processes for productivity, this talks about some programs or genres of programs that can be used in these grades, and again they have links that take you to some information about those programs or genres of programs, including some descriptions about what we have in our computer labs. If I go back to processes for productivity, again you see that it's organized K through 5, and then you can move on to the next one, which is communicating and inquiry. Again, organized by grade and then skill areas or activities specifically that you can do in these grades. We will have links to videos for cyber safety and cyberbullying, so digital safety and citizenship in here as well. And if we move on to the safety and citizenship spot, this talks about some specific talking points that we'd like to have covered in these grades while you're working with the kids in a computer lab, or whether these be in assemblies or in the library, whatever way they can be reinforced with our kids. And the Lessons and Resources Archive is actually organized as a blog, so as we create new lessons or resources, they will show up with the newest first, and you'll be able to scroll down and see the other lessons and resources. These will also be organized by foundation operations or categorized processes for productivity, communicating, and inquiry, and safety and citizenship category. You're also able to use the search function in the top right hand corner to find information about the areas of the scope and sequence. This will actually search the entire website. So if you were to type in paint, this will show you all the locations where the word paint is. Or if you were to type in typing, or keyboarding. And if it's not there and you need it, let us know and we'd be happy to build something and add it in. So that's a quick look at the K-5 digital literacy scope and sequence. We'd like to thank all the different folks that have contributed to this over the last couple years of building the scope and sequence.